Welcome into the Wild Chapel. We are at a very interesting juncture in our experience on planet Earth. There are a lot more frequencies and unseen weaponry being used and deployed into the field. So this clearing has the intention on utilizing what we do have available as a counterbalance, as a backfire to that, employing some of our innate capacities as a human, as an infinite being, to interface with the quantum, with the energies. Let's start. Connecting to the highest version of you, call in your team in spirit, call in your most high. I ask that you speak to the earth directly. Ask it to swallow up any toxicity and any iniquity, anything that arises throughout this process. You can use this as a sleep practice as well. Pop it on before you go to bed, stick it on loop, and it will continue to run these prayers, commands, and clearings. I want you to ask your body to please match the resonant frequency of the earth, and also to turn on a pathway just below your feet for it to be a channel to any unwanted energy that rises up. Just allow it to move down and out through your feet and out through that little gateway and be transmuted by the earth. We start by giving thanks. We give thanks for our intuition, for our knowing, for our potency, for the capacity that we have to change any energy. Thank you for these gifts. Whoever created us, whatever force has been working with us since inception and beyond. We give thanks to the earth for being such a nurturing energy, that this ultimately is always nurturing, always giving. The more we connect to the earth, the more we're going to be able to equalize the different elements in our own experience. With this kind of work, it can be more powerful if you use your voice to say yes to things, to say yes at the end of the clearings, the parts that feel correct for you as well. But also you can just kind of say a blanket yes for whatever is really matched to you to clear. I'll refer to the highest energy interchangeably as Great Spirit, God, or the Most High, the Solar Logos, the Christos. If you're not comfortable with any one of those, you can replace it with whatever feels correct for you. Great Spirit, I decree my statement to be recorded as evidence to the Council of Existence of genocidal agendas that include biological weapons directed to the earth. I do not consent to the use of artificial technology frequency, fences, and black box quantum supercomputing devices in the space fence to transmit beam steering technology that is directing harmful technologies, such as the 5G millimeter microwaves, to the people of this earth. I do not consent to the destructive technological abuses that are being directed in a sorted EMF spectrum of artificial frequencies targeting to the human race, to animals and nature, to my family, to myself. I command my right to coexist in natural laws and the right to my own bodily integrity. I take this opportunity to put up smoke screens in the spirit that act as sight and sound barriers against interlopers, satanic agents, and evil spirits. I speak that all I say is armed with heavenly algorithms and heavenly artificial intelligence from the Most High. I call for it to identify, target, and destroy ungodly digital, virtual, synthetic, artificial intelligence and holographic grids, overlays, matrices, shells, twins, parasites, pathogens, implants, and cloaks, as well as ungodly digital, virtual, synthetic, artificial intelligence, and holographic architectures throughout my body, inside and outside, extending to all backups. I declare the targeting of neural lace, liquid crystals, black goo, programmable matter, alien technologies, counterfeit somatic cells, counterfeit gametocytes, and counterfeit stem cells, along with all technologies causing dysfunction in my brain, and its interface with my body systems. I ask for full intervention of the Great Spirit to neutralize and prevent these harmful artificial technologies and the assortment of destructive frequencies from damaging my DNA, RNA chromosomes, mitochondria, and consciousness and spiritual bodies. Great Spirit, please assist in calibration and neutralization of the following frequencies in the electromagnetic radiation spectrum that represent harm or damaging effects to my consciousness or body. Please relax at this juncture. Please expand out your energy field. Feel yourself connected to the earth. And throughout, continue to breathe and be present. I submit these frequencies to be scanned and monitored in relation to the impacts and effects. I ask the Great Spirit to run harmonizing organic crystalline frequencies through my crystal shield to restore health, well-being, spiritual strength, and communication links with my highest energy in God. Repeat this part after me. I connect to my inner core and my God self with even greater intensity at this juncture. I request all amplifiers as needed and necessary. Please harmonize, integrate, balance, and utilize only what is required with God's plan and God's will. I ask that the Most High please scan to locate, identify, and remove, destroy, and uncreate any remote neural monitoring by negative entities, negative remote viewers, taggers, trackers, bots, devices, and their structures now. I scan for all artificial intelligence and holographic inserts. I call upon the Most High to command supernatural healing that helps me support electromagnetic field balancing, including recalibration, healing, and alignment through all consciousness and spiritual bodies. I receive supernatural healing now. I command that any collective consciousness programming be removed, which interferes with my easeful alignment. I destroy and uncreate any residue, echoes, effects, or repeating programs associated. Anything that does not allow for the identification, location, removal, and repair, for the clearing and neutralizing, destroying and uncreating of any and all artificial frequencies harmful to my spiritual being and designed to disconnect or split my consciousness from my physical body. I rebuke, revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, denounce, and set free any alien hybrid genetic codes, artificial intelligence codes, and any blood covenants used as consciousness traps, any amplifiers and transducers for artificial radio frequencies, and reversals. Revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate entirely, absolutely, and utterly. All the ways I have been implanted, I now extract, remove, and clear harmful effects of radio waves, radio frequency energy that transmits and receives any voice or data streams connecting within our community, our homes and our personal spaces. I terminate, destroy, and annihilate with God's holy fire all artificial frequency exposure to my bodies, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, where I have been assaulted by frequency bandwidth, including 5G frequency and or 5G advanced signal processing algorithms in this identity, silent sound technology, synthetic telepathy, and related mind control, and bio-warfare frequencies, to be immediately, effectively, absolutely, entirely eliminated, terminated, and neutralized from harmful effects and impacts upon my body and my consciousness and energy bodies. What energy space and consciousness can I be that would allow me to be fully elevated, to fully protect myself from exposure and expand beyond all projected and insinuated harmful frequencies while in public areas of which I may be forced to interact with on the third dimensional earth? Anything that does not allow me to perceive, know, be, and receive this with total ease. Do you destroy and uncreate it? Do you agree? Wherever I have consented to these harmful interactions, where I've been unaware of these technologies, I revoke access and now identify, locate, remove, and repair sub-6 gigahertz spectrum and spectrums above 6 gigahertz. So we now refer to your team in spirit, those who best work with removals in the energy body and in the field. We allow them to step forward, making sure they are of our highest and best possible good. We ask them now, identify, locate, remove, repair 600 megahertz and 27.5 through 28.35 gigahertz. Identify, locate, remove, and repair 3100 to 3550 megahertz and 37 to 40 gigahertz. Destroy and uncreate, remove, identify, locate, and repair 3700 to 4200 megahertz and 64 to 71 gigahertz. Everything that doesn't allow you to receive that with ease in a way that works for you, can you please destroy and uncreate that? Do you agree? We want also this to extend to all space-time dimensions and realities. Anything, any place, any realm, inverted or otherwise, upside down, back to front, all of it, vortex, all the way to eternity. You may repeat this or ask it in a question. It's up to you. You can ask, what would it take for this to be, or you can simply command it. I'm leaning towards commanding. I command the molecular structure to match the frequency that would best assist the Great Spirit in calibration and neutralization, an electromagnetic radiation spectrum that may represent harm or damaging effects to my consciousness or body. Destroy and uncreate, set it free, let it go. I pray now that the Great Spirit would run harmonizing organic crystalline frequencies throughout my body and light body to restore health and well-being, spiritual strength, and communion with self and the authority of the name of God in Christ. Destroy and uncreate, identify, locate, remove, and repair extremely low frequencies, radio and microwave frequencies, any levels of harm related to devices of TV broadcast sensors, radio signals, mobile phones, wireless data, cell phone towers, laptops and computing devices, cordless devices, Bluetooth technology and their thermal and non-thermal effects, including all biological electromagnetic weapons that use covertly against humanity, from directed energy weapons, CERN, HARP, or related to covert, hidden, secret, unseen, undisclosed weapons that are hidden from public awareness. Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it all, times a godzillion? Return to sender, return to sender, return to sender, return to sender, return to sender. Everything is the opposite of what it appears to be. Nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. Everything is the opposite of what it appears to be, and nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. Everything is the opposite of what it appears to be, and nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. Repeat after me. I do not consent to covert, directed energy weapons, black or artificial intelligence. I terminate all access and influence from these effects on my consciousness and bodies now. All the ways I've been influenced, impacted, or otherwise affected by this, in the name of the Great Spirit, and I ask for healing energies to be deployed in my sleep to further these codes and processes. I give my devices as God to be used as an extension of my highest spiritual consciousness, of service to others, destroyed and uncreated from covert and hidden attempts of infiltration and black magic now. We speak to the energies that may have come through these devices now. Any entities or energies that may have come through these technologies and may still be attached to them in any way, shape, or form on any level, time, space, dimension, or reality. I ask the Great Spirit right now to go to war for me against them. I destroy and uncreate any pathways back to me, and we ask that all traces be removed, any imprint, echo, residue, any effect that these devices may have had via the entities that are attached to them, body, mind, and spirit, return to you from whence you came. Return to you from whence you came. Return to you from whence you came. Never to return to me, this reality, ever again. Return to you from whence you came. Return to you from whence you came. Any portals or access points, any positions through and around my technology, please close them off, shut them down, command that they be shut down. All portals via frequencies that are not in my highest as determined by the Great Spirit and your highest self are now shut down, along with any unconscious agreements that may have been made to allow these entities or energies in the first place. We also revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, denounce any oaths, swearings, fealties, pacts, promises, covenants, blood contracts, binding contracts, any double binds, any place where you're accorded to these entities via the devices, via the frequencies that are coming in. Please revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and create all of those. Do it again. Revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and create all of those. Any dependency, any lies and illusions around that, send that to be consumed in the fire, to be cleaned up by a higher frequency. Any place where you've been engaging with that and been unaware that it's coming in and claiming some sort of jurisdiction or territory within you. Any place you've been manipulated by these frequencies, or your body or your soul or any other part or place of you in any realm, space, dimension, or reality, please revoke those as well. Rebuke that all the way back to the original choice and bring them before the council, so to speak, and continue to revoke access to that. Regarding our physical devices, let's cover them, computers, phones, electronic devices, in a golden light. Let this light come from God, from the Great Spirit. Or if you'd like, let it come from the earth. I cover my home, my place of work, everywhere I go in this golden frequency. I allow this golden light of healing to enter into my cells, my cellular structure, and return them to the original cellular radiance. Restoration of cellular memory. Destroy and uncreate, identify, locate, remove, and repair infrared and ultraviolet effect in the visible light spectrum that may be harmful, clearing all photochemical effects now. Destroy and uncreate that, do you agree? Identify, locate, remove, repair X-ray and gamma ray of ionizing radiation that may damage DNA and break DNA ladder bonds, clearing the damage resulting from X-rays as a result of any kind of medical brain or bone scans throughout your timeline. Clear all genetic factors as God would have it be. Do you agree? Please identify, locate, remove and repair wherever corrections are needed from your DNA template. Neutralize, clear and reset all long-term effects related to low-level radio frequencies and extremely low-frequency exposure wherever that has influenced your health. Destroy and uncreate all that times a godzillion. Do you agree? Correct single DNA and double-strand braids. Do you agree? Strengthen your blood-brain barrier. Do you agree? Correct oxidative damage. Correct melatonin production. Correct brain glucose metabolism. Correct any stress proteins that generate a disease state in cells through all lifetime, space, dimensions, and realities. Anything that you are buying into that you bought genetically, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that and set that all free? Do you agree? We ask now for the Great Spirit to come alive and embody its sacred presence within your brain, heart, and body. Also ask for your energy to neutralize any harmful electromagnetic field and related 5G millimeter and microwave technologies as God would have it be. Do you agree? What memories, influences and imprints within the planetary brain ley lines are you aware of? And what can you choose to set free in terms of harmful artificial frequencies from the lines, meridians and axiational lines? Would you be willing to perform corrections to the planetary brain in all combinations and to your system for full system integration? Even if this sounds like gobbledygook, your energy field knows. Would you be willing to do that? Anything that does not allow you to perceive, know, be and receive that on an energetic level, can you destroy and uncreate that? Do you agree? Are you willing to go into the blueprint structures and correct cellular DNA, RNA, chromosome, or molecular, atomic, subatomic, and quantum field corrections with ease, joy, and glory? Are you willing to go into the genetic imprint and field within the physical dimension, soul dimension, monadic dimension, and all combinations through the trans-time continuum? Anything that doesn't allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive that and fully embody that with ease, could you please destroy and uncreate it? Do you agree? Destroy and uncreate all space-time influence. Destroy and uncreate alien technological abuse and artificial inserts. Destroy and uncreate, extract and release sorcerers or black magicians and their black magic grid work who write hexes, curses and spells. Perform past, present integration into the now. I destroy and uncreate all energy blockages in time, clearing spiritual depression, oppression, along with time fields that may still remain uncollapsed. We collapse those now. Do you agree? Take a deep breath at this moment in time if you're still with me, if your brain isn't fried. I go after every computer involved in the replication of evil timelines, time wheels and time loops in every realm, age, timeline, dimension, frequency, vibration, plane, planet, cosmos, constellation, and universe, past, present, and future to infinity and from the beginning across eternally. I call them uploaded with viruses containing heavenly algorithms and infected beyond repair, taking down and capturing all of their programs and backup programs. I speak that their power sources and backup power sources are targeted with holy fire and entirely consumed and destroyed. I release upon their facilities hailstones, hyper-focused light of God, the broom of destruction, lightning and armies of heaven, along with locusts to devour their evil plots. I speak that these computers must be left a ruinous heap, never to be rebuilt again. Do you agree? This is a prayer for the technology itself. Great Spirit, I come before you in the mighty name of the Solar Logos. I apply the golden light of God to cover all technology involved in what I'm about to execute. To all demons on assignment against the technology, return to the light, return to from whence you came, never to return to me, this body, this plane, dimension, or realm ever again. I pray that any alters or parts of individuals that would be involved in any way in creating havoc, ruination, or any form of sabotage, including going out of body, linking arms, or joining hands to tamper with the technology, would be stopped, locked down, and put to sleep in the name of the Great Spirit. I cancel and overturn every curse, hex, vex, spell, incantation, form of witchcraft, voodoo, dark art, or other form of weaponized demonic activity. I break the power of all mind reading or control, as well as all psychic prayers, thoughts, power, warfare, stalking, watchers, sickness, pain, and torment coming against myself or anyone else involved. I return love to any human agents deceived into assignments against my technology. You are seen and delivered. I speak a matrix of heavenly gold over all technology involved in what I'm about to execute, to act as a spiritual Faraday cage, shutting down all wave-based attacks on my technology. I declare that all technology-related work will be blessed and free of stress. I seal this prayer in every realm, age, timeline, and dimension, past, present, and future, to eternity and beyond. I declare that every evil word that was spoken over in me in my dreams, evil prayers, other realms where I was taken, or that were imported into me through technologies, are now being dissolved, transmuted, and erased. Do you agree? I declare that all installed circuitry, nanotech, back doors, front doors, side doors, trap doors, inner doors, outer doors, infinite doors, hidden doors, cords, insects, vampiric structures, reset devices, energy draining devices, electroshock devices, implants, wires, cables, chips, computers, chains, programs, backup programs, power sources, backup power sources, anomalous magnetic fields, gravitational manipulations, ritual knives, quantum regenerators, receptors, stardust, parallel timelines, counterfeit timelines, time warps, black holes, boxes, tesseracts, counterfeit galaxies, counterfeit constellations, counterfeit solar systems, counterfeit cosmoses, counterfeit universes, counterfeit heavens, robots, embryos, fetuses, holograms, spiral staircases, amulets, clones, data packets, ungodly graphs, technologies empowering voice to send harassment and vulnerability to other frequency technologies, and eggs are destroyed, and that all of their residue is purged with living water. Do you agree? I call back all of my DNA, RNA, and essence, life force that was sold, traded, given away, or exchanged and housed in clones, machines, technologies, entities, banks, and anything else illegitimately possessing it, and call for it to be cleansed and healed with living water. Do you agree? I seal this work in every realm, age, timeline, dimension, frequency, vibration, planet, cosmos, constellation, galaxy, universe, past, present, and future, to infinity and from the beginning across eternity. Do you agree?